Day 3. Good morning once again. The holograms seem very motivated. Yeah, I did have a good time last night. So our decision to augment our efforts with the holograms is proving to be the right one, which is great news. As long as they feel inspired to aid you, I believe this will excel in their work. No, they will excel in their work. Please keep this in mind. So we need to make our holograms happy. So let's choose where we're going to go next. So Benedict pretty much wants me to check 2 more areas. So we can either go to the caves or to Pierre. Now, I feel like we should go to the caves first because we should see what happened there and then report to Pierre to tell him, you know, what's going on. So let's go over to the caves, which I think is something to do with fuel. Fuel, that was it. Though the planet's landscape is hostile, its core is rich with minerals and a special kind of crystal that we process into fuel. Is it plutonium? Because, my god, I've been going through a lot of that in No Man's Sky. Hudson Cartier did decades of research to understand this crystal and how to exploit it. I'm not sure why your colleagues choose to call this the cave, but it contains the admin offices and leads to the mining operation. After the Rift event, the caves have been offline. So this administration building is where Mr. Lumumba, yeah, dyslexia, and his staff work, and it seems surprisingly intact. So check his office. Let's go see what's going on in there. Surprising that the manager's office is actually like quite prominent in here. Check monitor. Display's not working. So let's use the terminal. It needs facial recognition, okay? So I need to find his body and cut his face off, is what you're saying there? Is there no way for you to project my face in my visor? Do you not remember how he looks? So it's covered in mold and dirt, and it's technical books, okay? So I guess we gotta go find a way to get his face up. I want to take his face off. So this is the command center, and the actual mining was done by drones. So, and this is where they all dealt with the drones. Okay, I don't have records of an evacuation. Maybe they all died down here. Stuck on an air loop ventilation. So yeah, they all suffocated. But they had tea at the same time. Surprisingly opulent. Synthetic shares are not cheap. Okay. Ah, here's a photo. So there we go. Let's grab that. It gives a convincing 3D effect. I bought my dad a photo frame once, a digital one that you could load photos into and then it would change it. I think he used it for like a month and then turned it off. So everything is offline. I guess this monitor is buggered as well. But yeah, No Man's Sky. I think I must be about 30 hours into it yet. I intend to do some more videos, like when I get somewhere in it and kind of get closer to the center. But I'm really enjoying it. Really, really enjoying it. Look at that. That's cool. Okay, so it's usual reports. Ah, okay, voice conversation. Let's listen. Jean, don't you see what's happening out there? I see just fine. I'm handling it. Damn it, Pierre. Just admit that we're screwed. The Rift event has doomed us all. It's not like that. AF4B and 3B has every distress signal we've got firing back home. We're going to be fine. Yeah. Okay. Our genius leader is completely out of his depth. We're going to be fine. Okay. Oh dear. Someone's trapped in the mines. Okay, so... is everybody stuck in the mines then? That's not good. Don't get stuck in the mines. This isn't Minecraft where you can just dig up. Okay, so we need to look at this. So it shows a real-time overview of what's going on in the mines. The blue indicator is where we are now, so we are here. We look like a cute little slime. And, oh! There are humans who shouldn't be in the mines during operation. They're survivors... Okay, so we might actually have people who are alive then. Curious. I guess, do we go this way? The room is completely demolished. You can head down to the mines or take a look at the equipment. So let's take a quick look at the equipment. The sorting chamber. Just as broken as Duncan's sorting chamber. Okay, so there's that. I guess we go down into the mines. Descend to the crushing chamber. I'm reading very dirty air down here. It looks like part of the mine suffered a cave-in. It must be stifling in there. Tell me about it, mate. But if I can find humans... What's this? Chips and circuits from one of the evacuation drones. Stripped of their wiring. So maybe there are survivors down here who are trying to survive? Okay, so the drones are bollocksed. Okay, so we got a log belonging to Jean. This is Jean Lumumba. I tried to help out. They got stuck down here. The two of them, Viktorov and Fisher. Maybe Pierre was right. This place might be where I die. Oh no! So we got to try and find all of his logs. I'm sure that'll be very useful in being his BFF. So this is where the blasted aggregate came. Poor overworked drone. I wonder if I'm a drone. Am I real or am I a holograph? Am I a holograph? A hologram. Small parts have been removed. I definitely get the feeling that someone's salvaging drones so they survive. Safety caps, protect your squishy brains. Man, these caves are big. Look at how tiny I am. I'm so tiny. I'm bigger now, though. Refuge station. Okay, I guess we'll go here. Oh, here's a dead man. Who are you? Carlotta Viktorov. She is well preserved, holding on to some crude notes. Escape ship needed energy, came to get my secret stash of processed stuff, cave-ins forced me in here without ventilation, air is finite. Oh god, so Fisher tried to rat me out, took care of it, don't want to die in this tomb, but at least the whole nightmare will be over. Okay, tried to rat you out what, for having a secret supply? So we got an antique knife. Okay, so we got Jean's knife. That will definitely be helpful in making him BFFs. So I guess like the success in kind of getting off this planet lies in whether or not you explore and make friends with the AIs and get them to help you out. That's how it feels to me. Okay, so we're in a digging chamber. There's another pad over here. We found a data log. I'm here in the mining caves. I have been for some time. Cave-ins have made this return impossible. Her eyes. Okay, so Viktorov is fearful. You fool, Pierre. Maybe your pig-headedness is exactly what I need right now. I'd like to point out, by the way, if you hear extra sounds in the background, it's my controller. So basically every time Benedict pings, my controller pings as well, which is a really cool use. I like that. I always like it when PlayStation games do that. So who is this one? Is this the other person? Fisher? Maya Fisher. Her suit was compromised, so she was exposed to the toxins in the air. And she has a wedding band. Oh no. What a lonely place to die. Okay, well, yeah, it certainly is a lonely place to die down here. Ah, okay, so I come back up and I can use the knife to open this station here. Maybe I'll find Jean? A fragment of the data log. By the file number, it looks like the third in the series. The quakes have stopped and this coffin has held steady. Not a coffin. I'm getting out of here. Pierre, you idiot. If you don't find this, if you don't make it out, I want you to know I'm not giving up. Energy, fuel, that's my speciality. And I've got an idea to help get somebody off this rock, at least. Okay. So he attempted to escape. But there's no fuel. So, I mean, it seemed like Viktorov had a supply. Maybe Jean found it. Yeah, and everyone's... Yeah, or he broke apart everybody's drones, all these drones, because there are so many drones here that are busted up. An emergency kit. So, yeah, I think it looks like Jean actually survived, which is going to be an interesting conversation with his AI. There was something entirely unwholesome about those caves. There was a moment when I felt my communication link was getting weak. I was worried. I didn't want to lose focus or panic while you were down there, so I didn't say anything. Wow, okay, so it seems like Benedict is actually concerned for my well-being. I mean, that's the thing, like, if I leave, am I just gonna leave Benedict here? Or is he coming with me? Okay, Jean, let's talk. Well, look at you. The AI gave me a bit of info, but it's great to actually meet you. You made it back from the caves, I take it. How did it go? I'm not sure. I think you're dead. I'm still alive, but I don't think you are. I don't know. The AI has us all working to get that ship upgraded and get you off this planet. And I can't just shake the feeling like all of this could have been avoided, that you're going through this for no good reason. Okay, well, you need to stop talking about the past. Do you ever think what might have been? Why? I mean, I kind of really need you to focus on the immediate future, and then once we're off the planet, we can fix this. Okay, so the reason we're all in this situation, and I'm saying this, is because of the Rift event, yes? So the planet, yeah, screwed everything up. So many dead and senselessly so. So why don't you focus on getting me off the planet? What we were doing was amazing. It wasn't the first so you were like a Genesis project, basically. We were supposed to be the largest and the first with boots on the soil from the get-go. Before we'd have those orbital platforms slowly nuking a planet with greenhouse gases and then other drones taking care of the rest. But it took decades more than this project was supposed to take. So this is essentially the Genesis project from Star Trek. Brilliant. And the Earth wasn't in a state to wait that long. Oh god, so Earth is bollocksed as well. What did you think? Did we do the right thing? I think we had to, yeah. We had to. Especially if Earth was banjaxed. Okay. Even just to build the processing facilities we did in such a short time was a real feat of engineering. The director made sure we could process the crystals here from day one, and the drones built everything from the prefab parts we hauled from Earth. But the drones, they were really put to work. We needed to keep them running 24/7 just to keep up. And maybe we miscalculated the drones. Okay. And we just met. Yes, we did just meet. So, well, yes, let us focus on the present, please. Let's show your knife. Yeah, tell me where it came from. It was actually my brother who gave me that knife. Well, the first version of it. I think I've had it for over 20 years. Like a dwarf tool. When one of the tools broke, I'd find tutorials on how to replace or fix them. When I did so poorly and cut myself, I started taking it seriously. My brother said a tool like this was best to keep a best kind of friend. It would always kept it close, it always looked after you, and it would always be there for you. You think too much and miss easy solutions. Seeing this again... Yeah, maybe it's not as complicated as you thought. Maybe you should get on with it, mate. Good. I've inspired him. Good. Let's talk about your life. Look at that grin. Look at that big cheesy grin. Yeah, let's hear some adventures. Yeah, I'm not kind of office person either. Oh, okay, so we used to have game shows. Challenges. Okay. Haley decided we'd have a hang gliding competition. I thought you meant stuff like, I don't know, climbing a tree or something. Okay, so they went hang gliding. Oh dear, I have a feeling this isn't going to end well. Oh dear. Broke my leg in 12 places. I guess the farmer probably wasn't that happy either. Was it Leslie's farm you flew into? So I guess, yeah, that maybe curtailed his need to be a bit more careful and considered. I was the person responsible for mapping out how best to use the resources available to any given project. Okay. Some of the bean counters at the Hudson Cartier thought I was like them, just a guy putting up numbers and columns, making it all add up. But I never saw my job that way. I've always been an explorer. I like to find things. I like to mess around with them too. Figuring out how to mine the crystals was a challenge and a satisfying one. Okay, so at least he had great staff compared to poor Leslie in the aggro domes. What did I find? What did I find? I don't know if saying I found bodies. Maybe data logs? Okay. Cool. I guess, okay, so we should probably say goodbye. Yeah, I'd quite like to find out what happened to you, especially because I couldn't find you, so maybe you're not dead. But yeah, thanks for having my back, buddy. So I'm suspicious about Jean. I think he's not dead. I think Jean could still be alive, maybe, and have figured out how to use the drones to make power cells, maybe. I guess we'll all find out all in good time. Ah, punctual as always, I see. Well, if you're up to it today, we've got one more area. I'm not a coffee person, so I guess I'm ready. I'm so enthusiastic, mate. I am Mr. Enthusiasms. So today we've only got Colony B to go to, but apparently there's a storm coming. So we better be good. We're finally here. Colony B. I haven't seen this facility since the Rift event blocked off all access. Well, how did we manage to get here then? Oh, I see. Convenient. So a recent earthquake has made it possible to get back. Coming back is quite necessary. Tonight we need 4 parts for the ship's thrusters. Are you showing concern for me, Benedict? This place looks well and truly munched. Okay. I feel like Benedict's become a little bit more friendly towards us. I wonder as well, like, what would have happened if we turned up here sooner. You know, I feel like we're better for having seen everyone else. Oh my god, I love these loading screen animations, by the way. They are totes cool. If you're looking for thruster parts, we can scan for the ship. We need 4 more, so check everywhere. Okay. I know what I need to do. That's locked. Okay, so we need to turn power back on before we can get... Oh, is that hello? Hello, human? Oh, it won't let me look at the human. Maybe once the light comes on. I'm still intrigued by what happened to Jean. Jean-Pierre. Inspect power cable. There is power here, but this connection is loose. Yes. Okay. I've brought power back. What if people aren't dead? What if people are alive? Because the comm tower had evidence of life with all the kind of beds and stuff. Leon Robertson, okay. We haven't found bodies for all the 4 people that we're talking to. So maybe they're actually all alive. Obviously, we had the weird thing with Jean, where he seemed to have found a way to get power working. I don't know, I don't trust it. I think people are still alive. The server rack has been completely eaten away, but someone has been trying to modify it. There's a busted portable generator and extra networking equipment. Someone was trying to send a signal. So yeah, it just seems to me like there is evidence of life on Mars or on this planet. Okay, so we just need 3 more thruster parts. Data server's still functioning. A master array, but it's inaccessible. If you can find an access card that it requires, we can recover some of the data. Okay. Well, I guess that's the thing we're going to try and find for this area. What am I scanning? Rocks. Waste materials. Quite a bit never got recycled. Well, okay, that's a waste. Literally. Oh, another body. Centuali Terzi. machine operator. He and his teams maintain the drones. So he's been dead since the first collapse. There's a single file on his datapad. A reference to Director Pierre Tong. Okay. Drone team's no longer functioning. Disorder is creeping in everywhere. We're trying so very hard, but without resources, we can't get ahead. The chief is working to exhaustion, but he seems distracted by something. Worst of all, Tong abandoned us. Where did he go? So yeah, I think the 4 that we've been AIing are still alive. Maybe Benedict did something to them. I don't know. Maybe he trapped them in the holosuite and they actually are alive. Let's scan this traffic cone. Okay, so that's a fuel line. What is this? Oh, hello. Thank you. So I'll be able to access that data log, so don't let me leave. Oh. There are bodies underneath the rubble and I can't read their signatures or know who they are. Is it that you don't want me to root through this because you don't want me to see that not everyone is dead? I'm going to go back and check that log first. Okay, the server has accepted. There are details here that never got synced with me after the Rift event separated the 2 colonies. 14 colonists alone were killed on that day. Project leader Pierre Tong was there at the time. You would think with his charisma and position he would have been able to maintain order. Apparently he didn't roll high enough. Ha ha ha. According to the maintenance logs, the colony became impossible to maintain and Tong went missing. I don't know about you guys, but I think he's still alive. Okay, so we found a part of the colony without power. So I'm still able to clamber through things. Rubble, boil, and trouble. If you have any theories about what you think is going on, then let me know in the comments below. Power conduit, there we go. Reconnect it. Yes, we're going to reconnect it. Bumbling around the dark with my arse hanging out, thank you. Okay, we're in primary storage. An elaborate set of schematics that somebody drew. Okay. Okay, so the schematics to this escape ship. We need to find the other half. What's betting that Tong has it? Pete Tong. Okay. If you can remove the bolts at the bottom, you can bypass the lock. Okay, so you gotta find something to hit it with, basically. Okay, so I found a south service corridor that I missed earlier. Hopefully I can find something to hack open those bolts here. Maintenance workroom. This looks good. Schematics, thank you. So it is the second set. So the notes regard thrusters and fuel conservation. The draftsmanship really is top notch. It was probably just made with a pencil and a simple straight edge. What? Like CM Punk. Even the circular lines are near perfect. Maybe it was a drone. Sometimes human precision and ability really impressed me. Okay, so I guess it was him that did it. So there's no things we can use, but I'm taking this, thank you. Of course we're going to take this. Not to be unkind, but he's kind of dead. So we're just going to take it. Just going to take it. Check what else is down here, if anything. An electrical room. Oh dear. Hello? Sasha Kaminsky. Insubordination. Oh dear. Well, I'm guessing we can't, we can't go through here. So let's head back and hack that door open. Oh dear, who are you? William King, oh dear. Several life-sustaining injuries. So this is the chap that Winnie had a thing for? He brought himself into this room. Okay, so there's a small children's book. A girl with reddish hair is surrounded by several animals. A goat, a pig, and a sheep are lying down as if they're sleeping. Well, that's creepy. Okay. Use service switch F. Service switch C, B, A, D, and E. So it must be something to do with the watercolor, I'm guessing. Oh, okay, so that shows a lazy buffalo. So no, we don't want to put that to sleep. A grazing cow. No, we don't want to put that to sleep. No, I think I've just read the same one. A service switch A. A goat. So yes, put that one to sleep. No, we don't want the peacock to go to sleep. What a crazy way to do it. A lazy pig. Yes, go to sleep. And do you want to wake it back up? No. And yes. So the goat's asleep, that's asleep. I mean, yes. You go to sleep. Oh! 2W. Things are bad here. I'm afraid there's not much time now. Hoping you... This is over there. This over there. Oxygen is low. You're smart, strong. You're right to leave. Tong is something new, but it's too late. Too much is compromised. So Tong is trying something new? Oh wow, so it looks like there was a little something going on between the two of them. Well, yeah, he was contacting Winnie. So Tong was trying to save us, I guess. Okay, so one more thrust apart and then we can get out. Okay, so I'm back in the electricity room and I'm going to shut down the power so I can get through there. And yep, shut that down. Thank you. Yeah, I know. Sorry, I keep on pressing L2 by accident. Yes, shut it down. Shut it down, Scotty. And give me this. The colonists found no need for this scrapped motor. So we've got everything. So let's head back and I guess speak to the hologram of Mr. Tong. Nano, do you hear the storm outside? Yes, I do hear it. It is getting increasingly hostile. Please don't tell me that another earthquake is coming. Okay. Right, well I guess you should meet Mr. Tong. Benedict is definitely getting more concerned about us. I feel like a big moral choice is coming up. Look at this cool dude. What a cool person. How am I holding up? Glad I'm back. It's nice to meet you too, in your very crowded little office. So I was hoping you can help me out. As I work here, I realize I have so many gaps in my memory. It's frustrating. You probably know that at some point the real me left Colony B. After that, the AI couldn't keep an updated image, so I don't know. Well, we don't know what you did either. What did we see? We saw bodies. Okay, so the rift event killed many people and we were shocked. I took it badly, I know that. So what did you do? Where did you go? I had drones working to recover the bodies for a while. We couldn't really spare the resources, but people wanted closure. I just don't think I wanted to see them. Everybody we found felt like a personal failure, and without a connection to AF4B3B, we couldn't start communicate with your facility. So we felt hopeless. So basically he lost control of the colony. So this hologram thinks that perhaps he walked out, maybe. So we struggled to keep things running as well, the drones as well as the workers. So it sounds like perhaps even though he was a leader, he couldn't really keep things together. I'm going to say I'm sorry. I'm a very sorry person. Being so pig-headed, but it's not an excuse. Okay. I'm not quite convinced I'm dealing with this conversation as best as everyone else. Oh dear, so I guess, yeah, he was completely crushed. I'm all that's left, but who am I? Am I Jean, maybe? Am I one of these people? I've got a scarf. It's quite nice. What did I do back? I guess I read. Yeah, I read a lot. There was lots of books in my room. That was one of the ideas we had, the best ideas we had of the project, stocking the network with thousands and thousands of digital books. Okay. I don't feel like I've done schematics. Let's talk about schematics. I thought I'd maybe missed that over. These are definitely yours, but if I had access to the network systems, I would have used them. Why would I have hand drawn them? Well, because there's a pride in hand drawing. Unless I drew them after the Rift event, they look like they're for a new way to reduce fuel usage and the thrusters for takeoff. So maybe... Okay. What else should we discuss? I feel almost bad talking about it behind its back, but I can tell you more for sure. What is it? Is that like a central core? I didn't design the AI, that was another engineer. Oh, so it's kind of like the Red Queen in Resident Evil or something. Right. Ended up being less relatable than Hudson Cartier had hoped. Come to think of it, I can't even remember what its name means anymore. Most people give it their own name, like Benedict. I guess, and Benedict seems to quite like me. Yeah, can you fix my ship? I'd quite like to get out of here and leave you crazy people alone. There are 2 ships, one in each colony. Okay. Some colonists thought we should be putting resources and drones towards building more escape ships after we were up and running smoothly. Okay. They weren't meant to be large-scale lifeboats, so they could only fit a few people. But that's more enough for you and Benedict. Are we going to succeed? Well, yeah, you better not screw it up. Cool. Thanks for talking to me. I will tell you stuff. I'm thoroughly confused. I feel like something big's gonna come. Something big is on the horizon, and I'm not sure what.